それではレッスン10の音読トレーニングをしていきます。
At first look, it may seem hard to believe that the tiny green microorganism Euglena, only 0.05 millimeters in length, has the potential to save the Earth. The single-celled organism is often grouped together with seaweed and other water plants due to its habitat and ability to feed itself through photosynthesis. However, Euglena also has a number of animal-like characteristics, including the ability to move around. One thing that makes Euglena special is its usefulness as food. It is highly nutritious, with 59 different vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. Adding Euglena in powdered form to nutritional supplements, drinks, or cookies could be an effective way to provide people with their nutritional needs. It can also reproduce quickly and grow while relying on nothing more than water and light. The use of Euglena is not limited to the manufacture and sale of food. It is also useful for solving environmental and energy problems. Its ability to photosynthesize means that it can be used to help reduce emissions of CO2, a major greenhouse gas. Biofuel can also be created from Euglena, so crops such as corn do not need to be used. Izumo Mitsuda, a microorganism researcher, hopes that these kinds of products will not only improve people's health, but also bring benefits to the planet itself. For Izumo, the journey leading up to this point began in 1998 with his experience in Bangladesh. The number of malnourished children there made him sad, and he set about looking for some kind of nutritious food that could make a real difference in their lives. Eventually, Izumo hit upon Euglena and, driven by his hope of addressing the world's food problems, he decided to start his own business. However, when he sought out the advice of experts on microbiology, he was always told that Euglena was too difficult to culture. In fact, there was no precedent at the time for the production of the organism on the scale that Izumo's project required. However difficult it was to develop the necessary cultivation techniques and technologies, Izumo did not give up. He teamed up with a researcher on Euglena cultivation and a supplier of functional foods, and in 2005, Izumo and his team founded a company. In their quest to develop the cultivation methods needed, Izumo and his colleagues contacted Euglena researchers throughout Japan. Impressed by their enthusiasm, a number of researchers offered their services. As a result, by the end of 2005, Izumo's team had finally succeeded in producing the world's first large-scale outdoor cultivation tank of Euglena. Researchers from all over Japan stood shoulder to shoulder with us in our quest to improve the world through Euglena, Izumo says. It really was a nationwide endeavor. The use of Euglena in biotechnology is one area where the strength of Japan really shines through. The country has a long history of using microorganisms and fermentation for the production of miso, soy sauce, and sake. Those traditional methods are similar in many respects to the technologies employed to use Euglena in food and in energy production. Without those methods, the team would not have succeeded in making use of Euglena. Fast forward to the present day, and they see that questions about the uses of Euglena are coming in from all over the world. Work on improving the incubation techniques continues at a facility on Ishigaki Island in Okinawa. The various types of Euglena produced there for food or biofuel products are shipped to a number of other research institutions. Some of the uses of Euglena being investigated today are quite surprising. One is the idea of flying a plane using biofuel from Euglena. Because oil produced from euglena is very light, there are high hopes for its use as a next-generation jet fuel. There are also plans to make use of euglena to filter emissions from power plants that burn fossil fuels. The euglena cultivation system will remove CO2 from emissions while also increasing euglena production. Promising experiments into such techniques have already been started, and the jet fuel will be put into practical use in the near future. Recently, Izumo and his team decided to focus their attention on the first motivation of the whole endeavor again, bringing the health benefits of euglena to malnourished children in developing countries. In Bangladesh, some people do not eat pork because of religious restrictions, and it can sometimes be difficult for them to get enough vitamin B1 from the food they eat. For that reason, the company has set up an office in Bangladesh, and it is working with an NGO to provide euglena-based school meals to local children. They intend to observe and measure how this can improve nutrition. If everything goes well, they will have provided 1 million people in Bangladesh with euglena-based lunches by the year 2030. Izumo views the future with optimism, confidently proclaiming that the use of euglena with Japan's fermentation methods has the power to save the earth.